I feel like a lot of people don't really understand why they feel tired all the time, and they try every single routine that can help them to, feel better. I'm sure you've got like Andrew Huberman's protocols where they talk about getting up early, diet, sleeping, exercise, all of that good stuff, right? But then it's like they work well, but there's something missing. There's something there that's kind of still keeping you stuck. And yeah, the foundations of, again, living a healthy lifestyle is going to be very, very major in terms of not feeling tired. So I definitely recommend getting that stuff checked out first. But an alternative view as to why you may be tired, and even things that might stop you from essentially being more healthy and living that healthy lifestyle I said earlier, is your mental state. Sometimes, without us realizing, we tend to be fighting in our own mind. We're exhausted because you might have some mental battles that you have to deal with. And even to the point where you are living a healthy lifestyle and you've still got this, your mind, your heart, and your soul aren't really being taken care of, are they? They drain you. So, let's talk a little bit about what they are. First and foremost, so anxiety, for instance, is very, very common nowadays. It's not even just a feeling anymore, because it's a full body response. It's pretty much your brain on high alert constantly, like constantly scanning for danger that doesn't even, or even might not even exist, because again, fight or flight, your mind's gonna be in that mode 24/7, or at least as much as you can think, and it gets exhausting. And you've only got so much energy throughout the day, and whilst you might not even be doing anything, you might just be chilling, but you're just overthinking conversations, maybe decisions, maybe worrying about the future. And then you can't be using any energy for anything else when you're in this state of mind. And you can even be trying to sleep. Maybe you get a lot of hours of sleep, but you still feel tired. You probably got racing thoughts. Or maybe you can't even go to sleep on time. It takes you a long time to fall asleep. Could be anxiety. Also, one other tip for sleep tips um, is when you are on short form content right before you sleep, it kind of activates the fight or flight mode in your brain. So, yeah, if you feel like you can't sleep, try to, limit your usage as much as you can. Anyway, anxiety. It's a nasty, nasty thing. And your body can only take up so much of it. Because when you have anxiety that's constant, your immune system gets weaker. And if you're prone to anxiety, you might be prone to also getting ill quite often. So if you notice that, congratulations, a bit of self-awareness has started. Which moves me on to point 2, depression. Depression isn't like a static kind of condition. It's very, very different. There's so many different like types of it nowadays. Well, not nowadays, but it's starting to become more common in terms of awareness around it, the different types of it. It's not about kind of running on high alert or, being constantly bombarded with thoughts. It's more about carrying this kind of individual weight that makes everything a lot more harder. So stuff like showering, eating, making a bed, even the most basic tasks like answering a text on your phone from a friend can feel so daunting and so problematic. It feels like you've got no energy at all, because it kind of puts you in a state of mind where you're like, nothing you do matters. It's like a little thing that just whispers in your ear like, you're not enough, you're failing, you never feel better. And with those thoughts constantly in your mind that this kind of invisibly drains your energy, you're just gonna, you're just gonna fall and break apart. Not even have any motivation to do anything at all, which is, it's really sucky, man. And I guess that kind of links to kind of self-loathing as well, to some extent, because you might start eventually hating yourself as a result of having that, because then you start to become hypercritical. And this goes for anxiety too, by the way, because if you've got so many racing thoughts, some of those thoughts might just eventually branch off into, or at least towards yourself, telling yourself that you're not good enough. And there's this hella judgmental that like behavior that just comes towards you by yourself, and it's just not right at all. It's something that we kind of self-create to some extent. It's not your fault, because it's a very real thing, and it's a real kind of battle in terms of the exhaustion that you face, because Nobody will know apart from you. Nobody. And that's scary sometimes because it's like you're in control. But you being in control is also kind of liberating because it means that you can do it and you have the power to get better. You can reclaim your energy. Whilst it's okay to feel tired, you know, you've kept going and you've been trying so hard to keep going. So that means that there's some kind of spark in you. Just means that we gotta win the battle. Alright? And there's multiple ways you can do this because everyone has different kind of ways that they cope. Everyone has different ways that they deal with things and stuff like that. So obviously something like journaling or talking to a therapist is like gonna be your pretty basic advice. But I would say additionally to those kind of things is obviously just try to listen to music that gets you thinking and try to become as self-aware as possible. How do you do that? Well, some people it can be very external. They can find their meaning of themselves through things they see on YouTube, through maybe TV or movies. They see parts of themselves in that. Or maybe you're someone who's very internal, which means that you need to spend more time with just your mind, with just yourself, thinking. And it's not a bad thing to think, right? As long as it's guided towards your own self-awareness. And in the process of doing that, you have to be gentle with yourself, because you're gonna get some conflicting thoughts, and it's not good to. And if you kind of hold them to the point of like giving up, it's gonna be hard to move forward. All right, so it's not a race, it's a marathon. You gotta understand that becoming more self-aware puts you even more in control of your own life to guide it to wherever you want to go. So I hope this filled you up with some hope. You've got this. And if you're someone who's going through some of these struggles, hey man, you got this, man. Like, come on. You might not see it in yourself, but I'm telling you, every human has the innate ability to do something extraordinary, and you are one of them. Alright, see you guys later. I'll see you in the next one.